Hello, greetings and welcome. I'm Andy Jones, and today I'm going to be reviewing Nightwish's performance of The Islander from Tampere. And this is a fitting time to do that because very recently the official version of this video was uploaded to Nightwish's YouTube channel, following the news that Marco Hittala, the bassist and second vocalist of Nightwish for the past close to 20 years, has stepped down. And very sad news for all long-time fans of Nightwish and probably more recent fans as well. So yeah, this seems like the time to look at this song. I'm aware of some requests I've been getting for Nightwish songs to look at, particularly Nemo and also Storytime, and I'm looking into that, but I'll be doing some longer review videos of those songs because I'll be looking at the different versions with different vocalists because I want to be fair to all of them and recognize all of their contributions to their time in the band. So I'll be looking at those, but it's going to take me a while to put those together. I'm also working on a couple of things for the relaunch of my Patreon channel because I've been using that mostly for my own music, and I'd like to expand it now to include my reviews and reactions because reactions will be a thing relatively soon. And I'm putting together some possible things for the Patreon site that could include some bonus reviews that don't end up on the main channel. So I'm looking into that. But right now I really wanted a song that allows me to look at Marco a little bit more. It was this or Endlessness, but of course we haven't got a live version of Endlessness to look at, and I fear we may not end up getting one. So this just seemed like the perfect song to go to, especially since Marco wrote the music for this by himself and Thomas added the lyrics later on. And I think this is the place we should be now. So this is Marco and Nightwish performing The Islander in Tampere. Let's do this.
An old man by a seashore at the end of day gazes the horizon with sea wind in his face. Tempest tossed island, seasons all the same, anchorage and painted and a ship without a name. Sea without a shore for the vanished one unheard. He lightens the beacon light at the end of the world, showing their way, lighting hope in their hearts. Once in their travels homeward from afar.
Okay, so lovely start to the song there, and what I really enjoy seeing is just Marco sitting on his stool all the way out there on that catwalk with all those people around him. Goodness knows how many people that were at the show that day. So I really enjoy just seeing Marco there, him and the audience. The others are having a break, and he's there with his double-necked guitar and bass. And what people don't always notice straight away is how good a guitarist Marco is. They see him as the bassist of Nightwish, which he mostly was, and the second vocalist, which he mostly was, and the guitar gets a little bit forgotten. There are songs, also like Dead Boy's Poem, which I've already looked at on this channel, where he starts on the guitar and then moves to the bass. So with Marco leaving the band, very sadly, they've lost more than a bassist. They've lost a vocalist, they've lost a guitarist, someone with huge talents and very broad talents. So yeah, lovely beginning to the song. And lyrically, you've got this image conjured that Thomas has talked about before, of an island lighthouse keeper. And that's reflected in the lyrics. He lights the beacon, light at the end of the world, showing the way. And on top of that, you've got this very natural weather-based imagery. And you have, words like sea winds, tempest, seasons, all this kind of thing. So you've got this imagery of the sea, of the island, of the lighthouse. So it's very clear, I think, where the song's going lyrically. So I won't concentrate too much on that, except for, to mention that that's the image that's being called up there. Okay, let's carry on and see what happens next.
Eli jos mä soitan kertosäkeen, niin te varmaan laulatte mukana. Laulatte? Okei, sit se vedetään.
I have no idea what he said there, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I assume it's some kind of invitation to sing along with the chorus, but I can only guess. I know that there's some Finnish viewers on my channel, so if you can let us know what exactly he's saying there, that'd be fantastic, but I guess it's some kind of invitation to sing along. Okay.
Laulatte? Okei, sit se vedetään. This is for long forgotten light at the end of the world. Horizon crying the tears he left behind long ago. The albatross is flying, making him daydream. Time before he became one of the world's unseen. Princess in the tower, children in the fields. Life gave him it all, and island of the universe. Ah, now his love's a memory, ghost in the fog. Sets the sails from last and saying farewell to the world. Anchor to the water, see but far below. Rustle in his feet and a smile beneath his brow. This is for...
And before we go into the chorus there, let's just talk about this a little. The second verse, he's getting more into the strumming pattern on his guitar. And I swear, with the picking part before that, the instrumental part, he's wearing a wireless body pack. So he's not playing this with a cable attached, which means we can't see what he's attached to. And I'm pretty sure at the other end of this, there's a pedal board. And there must be some effects on there. I'm not sure which, whether there's a bit of chorus, a bit of reverb, but also, there were just individual notes where I swear it sounded a little bit like Troy's whistle. And I know it isn't, but I wonder if there's some kind of effect there that pushes the overtones, makes it just sound that bit higher in those higher notes. Not sure, but yeah, sounds amazing. And with the lyrics again, what's really interesting here is he sets the sails one last time, saying farewell to the world. So you have this kind of death imagery in there as well, the albatross flying and so on. So yeah, there's obviously some kind of ending inside there. So yeah, okay, let's carry on with the chorus.
Beneath his brow. This is for long forgotten light at the end of the world. Horizon crying the tears he left behind long ago.
Okay, I'll go back and play as the start of that band segment again in a moment. But what I really appreciate here is, well, a few things actually. We have that second chorus, and then the band comes in. And, Empu isn't playing here. He's on a break on this song, but when Kai on the drums, Thomas on the piano, and Troy particularly on his whistle come in, it feels very, very natural. And I guess I can say that because I've heard the song so many times already, but it seems such a natural fit for the band to come in exactly that moment and exactly that way with that whistle melody. It doesn't seem forced. It doesn't seem like it's, hey, the band should come in here at this point. It just seems like a really natural progression. So, and what I also really like is the fact that Floor is joining for the backing vocals there. It would have been really easy to use either a backing track or just for Marco to sing the same passage again, but to add a different texture to the vocals. You know, Floor being there really makes a difference, and I know that Floor wasn't the first vocalist to be involved with the track. It was Annette beforehand on the album version, but I think Floor's voice is really suited to that particular part. So I really enjoy hearing it there, and it's also just lovely that she's on the stage with the rest of the guys that are playing, and still being involved in the song when she could really easily be taking a vocal break. And this, by the way, is not me throwing shade at Tarja for having not done that in the past. She was the original vocalist of Nightwish. She didn't have a previous singer to be compared with, so it would be an unfair comparison to do that. I just really appreciate the fact that in this performance, Floor is there and she is participating, you know, with the others. So yeah, lovely. And that whistle melody from Troy, I really enjoy that. I love it. I mean, I always enjoy his whistle melodies, but this one is just really dreamy, carrying us away perhaps over the water. So yeah, love it. Okay, back we go. Before it continues further, I just want to mention that there's some really simple things happening in this instrumental part that are really effective. Arpeggios, for example. I know that not everybody here is a music theorist, and neither am I. But an arpeggio is, for example, when you play the first, third, and fifth, and then the octave above the root notes of a chord. So you'll hear that quite a lot in music theory when you're practicing scales and you're practicing on the piano, for example. Arpeggios are one of the first things that you start doing. And Thomas is playing arpeggios on his piano there. Really simple stuff, but really effective. And Troy is accompanying that with arpeggios some of the time as well. Not all the time, but he moves back to them as well to join Thomas on them. And just really simple things, but really well placed. Okay, let's go back and have that again. Okay, it's hard to find a place to pause in a lovely kind of outro like that. At some points I need to pause, otherwise I'll forget everything, but this one I just had to let go to the end. I had to let it run its course. So, a few things here. Firstly, Kai on the drums is playing with one kind of beater and with a shaker and with his bass drum. And still it sounds wonderfully full. Nothing's missing there. It's quite a minimalist approach and it sounds great. So that's the first thing I love about it. The second thing is the interaction between Troy's whistle and both vocals between Marco and Floor, which are interacting with each other really, really well, especially those lovely harmonies on those woes that they're singing. And again, pushing the energy, but not too much. Keeping it quite a calm song without going over the top, mostly clean vocals, but pushing them in intensity. And that's something that Marco is particularly good at, and Floor as well. So this is just an amazing team on vocals as well here. I also want to correct one thing I said before. I said earlier that Marco appeared to be sitting on a stool, and I hadn't seen him from further out yet, a further camera perspective. And now I notice he's not actually sitting, he's just got his foot resting on, I don't know what that is. Some long object that maybe it's just a designated footstool. Maybe that's what it is. It doesn't look very stool-like, but something for putting feet on anyway while playing this. Maybe it's custom made, I don't know. But yeah, so he's not sitting, he's standing, but he needs something there to support his leg while he's playing that large guitar and bass. So yeah, there's not a lot for me to really add about the lyrics because it's the same chorus at the end, and it's the repetition of this so long ago in the outro. So lyrically, it's not a complicated song. It's just beautiful imagery, a lovely story, and really well performed. You know, less is more in this case. There are songs where Nightwish are hugely extravagant with lots of complicated parts. Here, that's not the case at all. It's a simply built song, and really nicely performed with touches in the right place, but not too much, not going over the top. So yeah, that was The Islander, and I have to admit I watch it with joy and with sadness at the same time now, knowing that Marco won't be in Nightwish anymore. But it was definitely something that I wanted to do, and now just seemed like the right time to do it. Okay, let's go for a little closing chat on the way out, okay? So that was my review of The Islander from Tampere, and it occurs to me that this is my first review of a song from that particular concert. Most of the ones I've looked at thus far have been from either the Decade show or the Wacken show, also End of an Era. So if there's any other songs that you'd like to see reviewed from this particular concert in Tampere, please do let me know in the comments about that. And I've been asked actually to also look at Ghost Love Score again, not just once to compare with Tarja from the End of an Era DVD, but also to look at Floor's progression with Nightwish from Buenos Aires to Wacken to the Decades tour. And this could be really interesting. So if that's something that would appeal to you, let me know, and I will look into that. I'm also told there's one clip of Annette performing Ghost Love Score live. If you'd like to see a review of that, then let me know about that too. And otherwise, just keep those suggestions coming. I have lots in store, lots planned, and I'll be getting to some of those double and even triple reactions before too long as well. For the moment though, please do stay in touch with the channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because lots of people have been liking videos but forgetting to actually subscribe so that they can see when new ones come along. So please do subscribe and hit that bell if you like the notifications so that you can be here on the live chat when I premiere new videos. Also, I have social media, of course, and if you take a look up there, you'll see where my social media channels are. They're all called Andy Jones Official, except for Twitter, and if you like Twitter, I'm Andy Jones Rock there. So happily join there as well, because I'm aiming for the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which means I can do more community functions with you. But for the moment, I haven't got that yet. So in the meantime, I'm doing some polls over on Instagram that you might want to participate in as well. And do let fellow Nightwish fans know about this channel so that we can get those subscribers up to 1,000 before too long, because when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be doing a dedicated live stream performance here, which will involve me playing a few of my songs, but also some live reactions and reviews, and one of those is going to be The Poet and the Pendulum, because that's been a long time coming, I think, and that's one that is of course frequently requested as well. So The Poet and the Pendulum I'm saving for when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'll be on a live stream performance with some other reactions, perhaps my very first reactions indeed, that I've got on my list, as well as a chat with you. So please do make those connections with me, and then we'll be hopefully looking at The Poet and the Pendulum before too long. Okay, that's enough advertising, I think. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I've been Andy Jones. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye-bye.